The truth about Sean Diddy Combs, a music mogul that used to have it all just a few months ago, has been getting a little foggy again as new testimonies surfaced each day. Understandably, people have been seeking answers. When did this predatory behavior start? How far has this all gone? In this video, we'll take a look into the sick world of Sean Diddy Combs and the clues that we missed throughout the years. The underground tunnels. It's safe to say that Cassie Ventura's testimony on day 5 of the federal trial was a shock to everyone in the courtroom, itself included. On that day, Cassie proceeded to reveal disturbing details about secret underground tunnels beneath Diddy's mansion, exposing a side of the music mogul no one had seen before. According to Cassie, these tunnels housed multiple rooms designed for disturbing purposes: clinical, perverse spaces with red lights, cameras in the corners, and leather furniture. Now, the defense questioned her extensively about the layout, trying to catch her in contradictions. But Cassie's account remained chillingly consistent. She described how the entrance was disguised behind foliage near the pool area, looking like just part of the landscaping, but concealing a hatch under the leaves. What was stated by Cassie painted a picture that seemed clear as day. These weren't ordinary rooms, but spaces designed for control and power over others. Yet after just a while, the real purpose of these underground spaces started to get threaded with even darker implications. Every time more details emerged, it became really difficult to believe Diddy maintained such spaces for innocent reasons at all. There were 3 more rooms I saw, Cassie testified. One had no lights at all, just a bench in the middle and chains on the wall. The second had a full-length mirror and a digital panel next to the bed. The third had nothing but a chair and a box of wires. But what truly sent shivers through the courtroom was what she claimed Diddy whispered before showing her the final door. "This is where I bring the ones I own." Cassie received a lot of criticism for not coming forward sooner, but now the court understood the fear that kept her silent all these years. It all came crashing down during cross-examination when more seriously sick and disturbing facts about Diddy were revealed. Cassie explained in disturbing detail what these freak-offs actually entailed. Planned nights involving sex, sometimes with multiple people, sometimes filmed, with assigned roles and instructions. 2 out of many such events involved strangers whose names were never provided, making this whole thing even more disturbing. According to Cassie, Diddy would also provide various substances: opiates, MDMA, benzos, weed, and pills she didn't recognize, to participants as a way to ensure compliance and control. She was successfully working on breaking free from her dependence when she tried to check into a luxury rehab disguised as a spa. But Diddy allegedly found out and interfered, telling staff she was just dramatic. After Cassie posted those allegations, and they soon blew up all over the internet, the defense tried desperately to paint these encounters as consensual. But Cassie's testimony was clear. Agreeing while drugged is not consent. I was often high. Sometimes I didn't remember what I had done. Since her revelations hit the media, an assistant has recently come forward to share their story as well. They allegedly witnessed numerous women arriving at Diddy's properties, some in masks, some visibly distressed. The assistant shared that it was no secret what was happening behind closed doors. The assistant described how they were required to coordinate these events, clean up afterward, and maintain absolute silence about what they witnessed. The woman also shared the same thing happened to her. "I caught one of his assistants walking in on us once. He didn't flinch, just said, 'Sorry, boss.'" The assistant also shared that Diddy insisted on having no cameras in certain areas of his properties, and staff were given strict instructions about which areas they could enter and when. However, Diddy isn't facing just accusations of inappropriate behavior. He's facing serious allegations of physical violence as well. Cassie described multiple instances, including being thrown off a boat in the Caribbean. "Said I was dead weight. I swam to shore and still went back to him," she testified, leaving one juror visibly shaken. On top of it all, Cassie also revealed what happened the night before her movie premiere at the Intercontinental Hotel, perhaps the most disturbing incident of all. She was pressured into one more freak-off, despite initially refusing, given substances that left her incapacitated, and woke up alone, covered in sweat, with no memory of what had occurred. But the truth is, these accusations didn't appear in 2023 for the first time. I'm not sure if we were all blindsided, but the first rumors about Diddy's controlling behavior appeared already years ago, and then in following years, the topic had kept recurring. Several former associates had raised concerns, but their voices were often drowned out by Diddy's power and influence in the industry. Diddy has been suspiciously quick to settle cases against him for a long time, and a lot of people didn't think of it as a warning sign. No one could have guessed that something so sick and twisted hides behind the face of a beloved music icon and his bright smile. All the way back in the early 2000s, there were rumors about Diddy's parties and what went on behind closed doors. But these were dismissed as just part of hip-hop culture and celebrity lifestyle. Wu commented that the women at these events often seemed to have a glazed look, which sounds so creepy as we now know what's been going on. Could there be many more victims too? However, industry insiders claim that rumors about Diddy's concerning behavior have been going around for years on social media websites. No one thought they were valid, though. Before we get into Diddy's interactions with other celebrities, let's backtrack to Cassie and what she has said about the control he exerted. According to her, under the promise of various opportunities in the music industry, Diddy coerced different women into situations they couldn't easily escape. But these promises never came true, as he only wanted one thing. It seems as if he couldn't care less about these women's well-being or careers. In March of 2019, Diddy was swept up in rumors involving inappropriate behavior at his parties, which were frequently attended by young aspiring artists. Both parties involved denied any impropriety, but the rumors still managed to persist, leading to even more speculations that there was substance behind them after all. In a blink of an eye, Diddy's life did a complete 360 and turned into a horrible nightmare pretty quickly. At the end of the day, he allegedly caused horrible pain and trauma to a lot of people. And this is the universe giving it all back to him, with brands canceling their deals with him, pulling him off their websites, and canceling any endorsements. Diddy will have a really hard time getting back into society after this. The majority of his social media activity has been drastically reduced as soon as the FBI raids were conducted on his properties. That was done as investigations ramped up, focused on allegations of sex trafficking and racketeering. The only public statements have come through his legal team, denying all allegations. As of right now, it is unknown how the situation will progress or what consequences he will face. Some time ago, rumors about potential additional charges spread on Twitter, allegedly due to evidence found during the raids. It was partially proven to be true when additional counts were added to the indictment, which in a way confirms the severity of the case, because he definitely needs to pay for his crimes if found guilty. Social media users shared their reactions and opinions about the Diddy case, and it didn't come off as a surprise that the majority of people are shocked by what's been revealed lately. When asked about Diddy possibly returning to the industry, one person said, "I think he definitely wants to come back, but I hope he doesn't, so we never have to see him in public again." Another commented, "I think it's over because the evidence seems overwhelming and the government wouldn't let him return to his former status if convicted." Everything seems like this is the last of Diddy's empire we'll see. Where do you stand by this, guys? Do you think we were blindsided by the glitter and gold of his fame and success? What punishment will Diddy get based on your opinion? Let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.